What's up, nation? Welcome to VAR Nation Live. I am Rock VAR here hanging out actually in the living room now with Lyda and Bodie. They've allowed me to grace them with my presence on the big TV, so this stream may be a little bit different. And she says shorter. I don't believe that will be the case, but it will be on the TV, so I will not be able to see the chat as easy as I normally would because I'm blind as Batman. But I did want to come on and hang out with you guys a little bit because this will quite possibly be my last stream of the week. This is the last week of Hell Week for me at work. Today's my 7th day in a row without a day off, and so I will most likely be working ridiculous hours through the rest of this week. So what I'll do is we'll stream today, and then I'll try to catch up with you guys again on Friday, because the last day of Hell Week is, in fact, Thursday of this week. So what's up, Blizzard man? Thank you for joining the stream. So we're going to hang out today. I don't know how much of the seasonal we're going to do. I've got a couple of things that I can do in there. Making some eggs. It's still AM time, I think, here where we're at. And so we're going to have some scrambled eggs, chill out, have a little bit of a stream, talk some DC Universe. This is going to be a spoiler alert episode because we've got the Crisis on Earth X event that we can talk about. I realize there's probably some people that haven't seen that yet, so I won't spoil the big things. I'll try not to spoil the big things. How's that? I will, however, talk with you guys about just some overall. There's going to be maybe a couple of things that Lyda will probably consider big things that I'll talk about, but it's not going to be like... No, I'm not going to give spoilers. That's what... It is not. It is not bullshit, Lyda. I'm definitely not going to give huge spoilers. So I'm not going to talk about drastic changes, okay? That people don't need to know about. But I am going to talk about some stuff in regards to just what happened in the episode as far as the action sequences. I'm going to talk about some characters we maybe didn't know we're going to see and stuff like that, but I'm not going to talk about three really big things that happened that DCUO fans or DC Comics fans who haven't seen it yet won't want to know about until they watch it. There's three big, huge things that I will leave to the imagination of the listener. I'm only going to talk about it if you continue to hammer me about it, Lyda. And then, you know what? I'm going to blurt it out just to spite you. I'm going to be like, oh yeah? Well, here you go. I'm a spoiler-ish stream today. How's that? So we're going to do a spoiler-ish stream. But anyway, Crisis on Earth X happened. It was, in fact, only a 2-day event this year. Is that a spoiler? All 4 shows happened in 2 days. How is that that's not a spoiler? Okay. So, by Lyda's definition of a spoiler, this is going to be a spoiler-heavy stream. So the DC TV crossover event happened this week. It was 2 days. We had what would have been Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Arrow combined into 2 days worth of shows that made up for 4 episodes of what they called Crisis on Earth X. So essentially what we got was the same thing we got last year, a huge just crossover with characters from each of the different shows, okay? A lot of kind of nods to the comics, a lot of nods to movies, a lot of nods to other TV shows, as you can imagine, and it was a bit richer in that respect this year than it was last year. Last year was kind of, they threw them all together, they quickly got to know each other. You know, there was some banter, there was some story, obviously, that came from the comics, but it wasn't like they were flat out nodding to some of these other things. I mean, there were lines from Superman 2 in this. There were, we saw, I believe, I'll have to look this up because I'm not real sure. We saw Perdegaton in DCTV. I swear to God that's who that character had to be. Oops, don't want to shut down my thing. We saw romance happen. We saw love a brewing. Is that a spoiler if I talk about two characters that are hooking up? I think it is, and I think everybody kind of expected that to happen. Obviously, Sarah's a horn dog. I'm throwing it out there. She's a womanizer and a manizer. She's a man-eater and a woman-eater at the same time. And but it was really, really, really good. It was written really well. The action was phenomenal. I would have to say, MX Gaming, what's up, buddy? Glad to see ya. It's going good, man. I'm almost done with my Hell Week, so I'm almost back to a normal kind of a schedule where I can hang out with you more often. But the one takeaway that I had from this crossover, now I just saw Justice League in theaters, right? The crossover, minus the fact that I loved seeing Superman and I loved seeing Ben Affleck's Batman, and Gale as Wonder Woman is always awesome. The crossover may have been better than the movie, just because, I mean, how can they do these fight scenes with all of these special effects for TV? It wasn't too long ago that it was like taking ridiculous amounts of money to do things that were half as cool as what they just pulled off in this crossover. The special effects were amazing. In my opinion, the super speed stuff that happens with Flash on the TV show is like 16 times better than what happened in the Justice League movie. It just, these guys are nailing it. Now, of course, a lot of them have been doing it for quite some time. Not to say that the people that worked on the movie haven't been doing it for a long time, because they have. But the point is that, a lot of these special effects folks that are working on the crossover, Supergirl, each of these individual shows originated on Smallville. I mean, they had done other shows, of course, but they have been doing these exact same special effects since Smallville. So they've had the ability to really tailor it and perfect it and get it down to a fine science, which is what we're now seeing in these shows. It's, there was some CGI stuff. There was some stuff that was obviously CGI. There's no way to get around it. There was one shot in particular where it was a Supergirl fight scene where she was fighting herself, and it was so cool, but it was also so CGI'd up that it looked more like a Supergirl comic book than it did, or a Supergirl cartoon maybe, than it did actually Melissa Benoist and the live action. But that said, it was like a split second scene, and it happened so fast that unless you like paused it or slow-moed it, or you're like me and you're just looking for stuff like that, you're probably not even going to notice it. But for the most part, it was that great. There was one character that I was a little bit surprised to see, and that's the Ray. I'm super happy that he was in the show, but what they did with his character as far as the look of him and his powers was just off the charts phenomenal. It may have been the best special effects that we've seen yet on these shows. So I was just blown away by it. I want to see more of it, and in fact we are seeing more of it. I didn't tell Lyda about this, but I just found out yesterday that on the CW Seed they are going to be continuing his story, and he is going to be with a group of heroes. She would know their name. I can't think of the name of the group off the top of my head, but they are going to be recurring characters. Some of the DCTV characters are going to pop in from time to time, and that is going to be a new DCTV show that's going to be only on the CW Seed, starring the same guy, so he keeps his role, which I love him. I can't think of his name, but he was in the British version of Being Human, and I love the guy. Completely different with his English accent, with his American accent though. It's like night and day. It's almost not even recognizable. I don't know. I think that's why he probably did what he did, which I'm not going to spoil, because if he goes back to Earth X, he would be a part of that show. They're going to continue the freedom fighting. Freedom Fighters, that's the name of the group. MX said he's getting a PS4 for Christmas. Nice. I'm super happy for you, man. You are going to love it. It's like an entirely different game on PS4. Everything is just that much cooler. Now, they said the guy that came from Marvel Studios to Warner Brothers made the CGI horrible in the new scene revealing Superman. Let's see. MX says... And Black Lightning is coming. Yes, that is definitely happening also. I don't know if I think Black Lightning is going to be on the new, the show that they're going to put on the new Warner Brothers streaming service, which I don't know about. Speaking of, Justice League is kind of not making the distance in the theaters right now. I would urge anyone who did like that movie, if you possibly can, to go back out and see it again, just because it needs revenue, and if they don't create a certain amount of revenue from the movie, that means, number one, they're not going to invest a lot in the Blu-ray special editions. It means, number two, they're less likely to make more Justice League movies. So because I know the reluctance for a lot of people at this point is, I don't necessarily want to see the Justice League because I haven't liked the other movies, or I have an expectation that it's going to be crappy based on what I've seen on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. But the reality of it is, this movie is really, really good. The only fault that I have with it is just that they cut so much out of it. There's a lot of the story that's missing that should be there, but it still works. It's still a good movie. The problem I have with this movie goes straight back to every problem that I've ever had with the Warner Brothers executives, which is they managed to shoot themselves in the foot. They managed to jump in, dissect a movie, destroy it, and ruin everything for themselves. And then sit back and say, oh, that kind of movie doesn't work. And that's their MO. That's what they do. That's what they've been doing for years. Quite frankly, any director that works for Warner Brothers, I feel like at this point, you know that going in. If you don't, you're a fool, because you're not going to change them. They're idiots. They've been idiots for a long, long time. And so, but that would be the one fault that I see with the movie, is that it's shorter than it should be. But if it does well in the theater, they'll be able to spend the extra money on the DVD releases, and we'll get multiple versions of, the director's cut and this and that. So, take that for what you will. MX says Rotten Tomatoes are a bunch of critics that have shitty taste, which is, for the most part, true. I mean, to be honest with you, until Wonder Woman got good reviews on there, I've never liked anything Rotten Tomatoes has told me to like, and I've mostly liked everything that they've ever told me sucked. So that kind of holds true. It definitely holds true with Justice League, because I love that movie. But back to the DCTV crossover. Well, I definitely didn't. I don't want to spoil. I do want to spoil it real bad, but I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it's been a week since it's come out now, so I think for the most part, most people have seen it. But it just some great Supergirl stuff, some great references to Superman. The one question I guess I would have is, where is Superman during all of this stuff? They always seem to just, it's like, if this kind of thing was happening, don't they think Superman would be a part of it? But I guess the reasoning that I can see why he wouldn't is that they've not found a Superman yet in the Arrowverse, and this is all happening in Ollie's Earth. So unless they reached out to Superman in Earth, whatever Kara's from, he would have no idea what's going on unless Kara like messaged him or something. But the thing is, they said in the show that there were 52 Earths. Actually, there's 53 Earths in the DCTV world, because Earth X isn't counted in the 52. There's 52 Earths. There's 52 Kryptons. There's 52 of each person. They flat out said it. So in Ollie's universe, there has to be a Superman then. Where the shit is he? What is going on? Why is Oliver Queen the only superhero that we know exists? It's really freaking kind of ridiculous at this point. But, you know, more references to Smallville in this show, which makes me think, you know, eventually they're trying to work it up to have some kind of a crossover. We just saw a tweet online of Justin Hartley and Stephen Amell together, which is kind of funny because Justin Hartley looks younger than Stephen Amell. So it's almost as though they could do it and have Hartley come on and be like Ollie's son from the future or some shit like that. MX says, oh yeah, they haven't really tried to communicate with Superman, mainly because the show is about Supergirl, which is true. And yes, Bruce Wayne from Gotham might appear in the Arrowverse. Heard that. They actually, yeah, they name dropped him. DC says, did you see Jack Plays, what's up, man? Jack says, did you see the Infinity War trailer? I did. I saw that, and that's curious. Like, it was cool, but didn't the main villain change colors? Well, like, he looks entirely different than he has in every other show, and I was like, what the shit? I'm gonna go to Little Bohemia again. I was like, what the shit? He was like purplish, and now he's kind of like a, I don't even know what color, kind of like a vomit color. It's weird. He's like pinky. I don't know if there's he's a chameleon, Jack says. Oh, that I did not know about him. See, I don't know much. I don't know Jack about the Marvel Universe very much. I know enough, you know. I know enough about him to know something, but I don't know jack about that character, I guess I should say. So we have orange lanterns out here now in DCUO. Am I wrong, or does it not look like they decorated the city this time? Like, we can find the presents and stuff, but I don't see any Christmas decorations out at all. And I could have swore that there had been in the past. I'm not 100% on that.
Get away from that!
I'll let the lanterns beat me up. But I do like this event because it's just kind of fun. It's not too, you know, there's not much to it. They have really, the gear this year is cool. It's like a Captain Cold based style, and it looks super cool. I'm excited to get it. I like Captain Cold now a lot because of the Flash.
Those are mine.
These guys are gonna try and imprison me. You will never imprison me. Oh, they made me miss the present. Damn it. I like presents. Get off of me, Globe. Oh, he was joking. Jack says it was a joke. I don't know if he's really a chameleon or not. It would make sense if he was. I mean, you know, based on the lighting, he would change, get lighter or darker or whatever. I don't know. I don't know that they've tried to explain it. I do know that the guy playing him's cool. He was the big brother on the Goonies. I forget that every time I go and look up, like, who is this guy? Oh yeah, it's the Goonies guy. It'd be funny if he got off the thing, he's like, damn Goonies.
You're my hero!
Mick says, I would love it if they made a separate movie of all the DCEU characters, and even the underrated ones. Yes. Jack says he thinks it's like he's a mood ring. Yeah, I would love to see like a Justice League Unlimited movie. That would be sweet. Ooh, we're already done.
Larfleeze wasn't content to steal just presents this holiday season.
Oh, okay.
He's
Now I get a
escalated
queue
to
up.
stealing power
I thought there
rings
was an
from
actual
fallen
event to
Green
do.
Lanterns near the conflict in Metropolis. The more
I
rings
just
he
didn't get it
gets,
yet
the
because I
more
hadn't
powerful
completed
he
the thing.
becomes, and that's not good for anybody. The rings have left an enormous energy signature, and I'm tracing it now. I've pinpointed his location. He's holed up at a secret research facility. I'm adding the location to your on-duty tab. Head there, and I'll contact you on site.
We will now be going to the secret research facility.
Larfleeze has locked himself behind a security door. The excess energy in the building has shorted out the locking mechanism. Give it a good whack, and you should be able to get inside. Whoa, check out that horde. There's the power rings trapped inside those emitters. They're fueling the shield surrounding him. Get in the mix and interrupt the flow of energy.
Gosh, it almost seems like yesterday we were doing this. Jeffrey Lane, what's up, my man? Good morning to you.
Use those shielded constructs to disrupt the energy beams from each emitter. That will temporarily disable the shield
Yeah, there's
protecting
one.
Larfleeze.
Over here and get this guy. There's two. Gotta get all four of these mugs. Oh, I'm picking up presents. I'm only worried about the gifts. Do I play Fortnite? I've never heard of it. Sounds as though it is Renaissance-y. Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree, man. We've been doing these seasonals for a long, long time. They're still fun, but good grief. I mean, some of them are fun. Some of them I'm incredibly tired of. This one I still enjoy the first couple dozen times I do it. But yeah, at least some freshening up of them would be cool. Fortnite is too much for kids, in my opinion. Shadow, what's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. What is Fortnite about? Like I said, I've never heard of it. Now I'm interested. Except for it's not good for kids, so that's alright. I'm old enough, I think. I'm a big kid. I was officially a Toys R Us kid when I was young. I made that pact. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, and I didn't grow up. I was like, you guys can suck it. I refuse to grow up. Apparently that's a staple of my generation. Who's this next goober? It's a battle royale game like, I don't know, H1Z1, is that what he said? But it's free? I may have to take a look and see.
They're all mine!
Well, my internet quality sucks, apparently. Because I'm in the other room. Oh, get back and get the trees. Oh, hello. Oops, damn, I forgot what I was doing. Talk about doing it every year, a million times, and then I've already forgotten what to do. It has cycles. That is very true. Please. You stinker. You will pay the ultimate consequence for stealing presents on Christmas. Santa will put you on his naughty list. And it's not the regular Santa. It's like Santa from Futurama. It's like got a bazooka and shit. Galaxy Spirit says ho. Ho. Hi, Hosh. What do you, MX says, what do you get from those missions that you're doing, Bar? You get, no, that stuff that just popped up on the screen, but you also get, what are they, holly leaves or something? Let's see. And forgive me because I'm sitting far away from the screen. Yes, holly leaves, which we can use to buy stuff from the vendor, which I'm getting ready to go and show you right now. If we can see it. They have this cute little thing where they don't let you preview some of the... Alright, man. See you later, Jack. Thank you, buddy, for joining. We will see you next time. I'll be on again Friday. I have to take an extended leave of absence here due to my work, so a week. Not a week, 4 days. Let's see. Well, we got nothing here. A winter mode. Oh, there we go. Okay. More totem stuff. A winter speaker. Ooh. Oh, neat. Oh, that's cool. Is that a little... I'm gonna have to get closer so I can see it. What's on the back? Oh, it's just the plugs. That's intricate. It's just where you plug the speaker lines in. The red and black. Neat. That's tight. Bet it sings a cool song. Oh, I can! So here we got Cold Commando's hood. That looks cool. Here are the gloves out. Nope, that's the shoulders. Cold Commando's epaulettes. Epaulettes. Cold Commander's parka. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna have to get those for Lyda. Cold Commando's knapsack. Oh, it's got jewels hanging out of it. It's like we robbed somebody. MX says, I didn't know you got Cap Cold's arm, or I'm gonna start doing those. Yeah, man. And you'll get feats for collecting them, so. Here are the gloves. They cost, most of them are 15 holly leaves. The gloves are 10. Belt is 10. Oh, he's got it. That's got 2 guns. They're the Captain Cold. He's got cold guns, I guess. But they're still cool. That could be used for anything. That could be used for a cowboy. You could be Billy the Kid and have your guns on backwards. There's the pants. Those pants are cool. And here are the boots. That's a tight outfit. Ooh, well, these are from last year. So is that it? Oh no, these are new. Okay. Batman holiday tree this year. I didn't realize we didn't have one of those already. Batman holiday wreath. Joker holiday tree. Oh, that's cool. Neato. Joker holiday wreath. Riddler holiday tree. Man, villains asked for some stuff and they answered. That's cool though. There's a Riddler holiday wreath. Mountain dignified reindeer head. What the shit? What the somebody shot Rudolph. Why the fuck would you do that? Why in the hell would you have reindeer head? You're not supposed to kill reindeers. And somehow it's dignified, but it has lights flashing on its antlers. They should call it the undignified reindeer head. You've made a mockery of Rudolph. An icy snowman. Oh, that's cool. I want a couple dozen of those. I want a snowman army. Jeffrey Lane says he'll be right back. See you later, man. Open assorted presents. I thought. Oh, that's cool. Candy cane snow globe. Ooh. Candy cane. Pretty cool. Oh, neat. A table with a cat burglar leg lamp. That's tight as shit. That is tight as shit. Ooh, a table with an ivy-covered leg lamp. Neat. Oh, that's might be even cooler. Lida said hubba hubba. Okay, here's a leaping carousel reindeer. That's better. They didn't necessarily kill this one. They just stabbed it through the back with a freaking candy cane. He'd live, but his insides would taste much sweeter. Stop it! Stop, woman! No, I didn't. There's no more. That's the last one. Stealing my Bloody Marys again. Damn. It's my day off. Well, kinda. I've already worked this morning. Okay, row of icicles. That's cool. I'm gonna get those. I can use those in the fortress. Shiny snowflake. Oh god. Oh, okay. I was gonna say all I saw was the tip. I was gonna say it's just the tip of a snowflake, and that is it. Because the Wonder Woman stuff is from last year. Pretty sure. So yeah, but that's a good amount of stuff. I mean, these are some pretty cool base items that we get here. So I'm going to start my collection off. I've got 19. What do I want the most? I want the winter speaker really, but I'm going to go ahead and grab all the Captain Cold stuff because I know it's for a feat. But just because I want to decorate, I'm going to go ahead and get the Batman tree. I've got so many freaking trees. I'll start with the Captain Cold stuff since I want it. But I'm going to start with the... What should I get? I'll start with the top. No, you can't borrow my top. Absolute Zero is the name of the style. So that's what's up in the seasonal this year, guys. It will be going on as usual, I'm pretty sure, just through the end of the month. I don't know if it'll continue into January or not, but it may. You never know. Sometimes that happens. So, but I am going to go ahead and scoot because I got eggs to cook. Bodie's probably only going to be awake for a little with the living room here making noise. But I'm going to go ahead and scoot on out. I will be back. Probably don't expect much from us this week. I would say, you know, my work is going to be pretty hardcore starting tomorrow through Thursday. So I probably won't be able to stream until Friday. I may even have to take Friday off just because, not from work, but from streaming, just because if we do what I think we're going to end up doing, which is 12 to 14-hour days, I'm going to be exhausted on Friday and I'm just going to want to crash. So if that does happen, I'll pick up a stream over the weekend and then we'll get back on our regular schedule. I'll start being able to crank out videos, doing DCUO news, all that good stuff that caused a lot of you guys to subscribe in the first place. So I apologize for the downtime, but we're getting ready to get back on track, so hang with us. I don't think I have any new subs to report. We might. I think we're up to 376 now, so thank you to every single sub. I don't have my computer up right now, so I can't scroll through the chat, but I know definitely thank you to Jeffrey Lane, MX Gaming, Shadow Dragon. Let's see, who else did we have on the stream today? Oh my, we had several other people. If I forgot you, I'm sorry, but let's make it general and say thank you to everybody who joined in the chat, and thank you to everybody who's watching the stream or will watch the stream later. If you're still on, give us a like before you hop off. The video will be up on YouTube. You can see the replay in about an hour. Give us a share and a like there, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Every subscriber between now and 400 gets us closer to our next sub party where we will have a giveaway, which I have not determined yet what what we're going to be giving away, but it might be our souls. You could very well earn our souls in that live stream. Not Lida's, just mine. Just my soul. Oh, she says no, my soul's hers. She owns me. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you hopefully on Friday. For Lida and Bodhi, this is Rockvar saying play on.